Hi there! Welcome back to Always Discover. In case this is your first time here, I'm Elena, and currently I am living in Colombia on a scholarship. So my scholarship allows me to be able to write, create, commit time to some community projects, and teach. So currently I teach at La Universidad Nacional de Colombia in Bogotá. And a few weeks back, I published a video about the historical national protests that were going on in defense of public education. Well, it's a month later, and the protests are still occurring. To give you some sort of scope of how big this is, there are 32 universities, or 32 public universities in Colombia, and all of them took to the streets to protest, in coordination, in peaceful, non-violent protest. This protest has gone on for so long that some universities have even canceled their semesters. The university that I'm at is very close to that. However, we're not there just yet. And to give you some background on what these protests are about, essentially they're demanding a list of things. First and foremost is funding for the rest of the year and funding for 2019. As it stood, there was not enough funding to get through the rest of this year and next year. So that was one. The second one, which is really important to students, is an increase in the budget and a guarantee long term. They didn't want to have to come back and protest in another 2 years. Another thing they're protesting is better conditions for student loans, more investment in science and technology, funding to pay off debt for infrastructure improvements, and reforming the scholarship programs to include more public universities. As it stands, the scholarship programs allow students to go wherever they want, and so it gives them enough tuition for their entire career, their entire degree, at an expensive private school. The argument is for every one student that goes to a private school, there could be 3 or 4 that go to a public school. So this is the list of demand for the students and the faculty at these public universities. So where are we now? In the last week of October, the deans of the public universities got together with the government and they struck a deal that would include financing for the rest of the year and financing through 2019. The rest of the things would be looked at. Currently, the president is planning a reform package for the scholarship program, but the rest of it would have to be resolved at another date. The problem? The students were not involved in this discussion at all. So the students were very angry that this decision was made without them. A few days after making this decision, the president of our school called students and faculty back to class the following week. Students weren't having it, essentially. So more protests broke out, more discussions among faculties broke out, and as a teacher there, I went to class and only a handful of students showed up. So students are continuing to protest, and the president of the university has threatened to cancel the semester if students don't go back to class. But a lot of students see this as an empty threat and are still demanding to see more of their demands met. So last week, students took to the street again and shut down most of the north of the city, and it caused a lot of disruption in Bogotá. At this point, it's unclear if the government has heard their message or if the presidents of the universities have heard their messages loud and clear. And going forward, I'm not really sure what's going to happen. As a faculty member, I must go back to school and give class. If my students are going to show up, I don't know. So there you have it, a quick synopsis, a quick update on what's going on with my work and with the national protest situation here in Colombia. Stay tuned to find out the conclusion. I hope to follow this video up with another video or at least a blog post informing you of what happened. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments below. If you're a part of the university community and have more information, let me know. For more videos about culture, travel, and my adventures here in Colombia and around the world, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you get notifications when there's a new upload. Stay curious and always discover.